What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be talking about Jordan Goey, his suspension, and what it means for us. Let's get into it. So, Jordan Goey tonight got suspended, and it's a shame because he was probably in All-Australian form. I think he probably could still make the All-Australian team because he's playing that well. This is probably his most consistent year since being drafted back in 2014, I think. Probably in a bit of Brownlow contention in the way, maybe not win it, but the way that he would gather up the votes and stuff. Now, if by any miracle of him being up the top somehow, he's not going to grab it. It's just really, really disappointing. Look, there's a lot of talk about how this is a dog hit or a coward hit like the WA media is propping it up to be. But it's nothing like that. Nothing similar to that. It is a football act, a dumb football act, right? Look, he did only have a second to 1.5 seconds to make a decision, but we know that choosing to bump or electing to bump is a dangerous thing in the AFL at the moment, and they're going to come down hard. And if Elijah Hewitt, first and foremost, hope he's okay, hope he's doing better now. Haven't heard anything, but hope he's doing better. If he didn't get concussed, it'll be maybe 1 to 2 weeks. The concussion takes it to like a severe impact, but now we're without Goey. So what does this mean for the team going forward? It means that we're going to have to adapt, and it's the next man in mentality. Thankfully, Lipinski is ready to come back at King's birthday, so that is going to be huge. What I think this all means is, I think that, and we've been without Goey in the past. It means that Jack Crisp will play in the midfield, maybe not a lot more, but he will feature in the midfield, especially in the centre bounces, a bit more. Lipinski comes in as well and probably takes the Taylor Adams role, and then Taylor Adams takes the Goey role. Taylor Adams has had a really good season so far. Yes, sometimes he doesn't hit targets, or he's kicking inside 50 isn't as efficient as we want it to be, but the stats prove that he's elite in certain areas, and Tom Mitchell is really, really helping these players shine. Taylor Adams doesn't have to be that in and under player, and he can play that Goey role. He can play that Goey. Oh my God. He can play that Goey role really well, and now he has to prove himself again to stand up, and it's gonna be okay. Like, we've got Melbourne, then the bye, Adelaide, Gold Coast, and then someone else after Gold Coast. Can't remember who, but we've got a decent patch of games where, yes, Goey is going to help, because what Goey does is he is a corridor runner, and he just loves going up and down that corridor, getting the handball, the 1-2s. He's a great kick, great decision maker as well, probably one of the best decision makers on the team football-wise. The decision to bump wasn't very good, ironically, but Taylor Adams is going to have to be that player now. Jack Crisp will run through the middle. Maybe they give Nick Dacos, a little bit more freedom. But with Lipinski coming in, I don't see them using Dacos, deploying Dacos in that sort of Goey Taylor Adams role. So I think it'll be Lipinski and Jack Crisp for the majority of it. But look, I just wanted to come on here, just a quick two-second thoughts on sort of what the Goey suspension means. And look, in any other season, I would have been absolutely fuming and absolutely spewing that this happened. But as this season stands, this next up mentality that Craig McRae and all the coaches in Collingwood have employed into these players is just crazy. We saw it when Nathan Murphy went down. Trey Rusco came in, I think, on Anzac Day and just had a absolutely stunning game. When Billy Frampton goes down, other players sort of come in, or when Darcy Cameron went down, Billy Frampton and Ash Johnson come in and play that ruck role. So this next up mentality is incredible, and getting Lipinski back at the right time, giving him one game before the bye is just another step towards that. And we're going to be okay without Goey. Yes, people are saying that he's a 3 to 4 goal player, and although that might be true, we've got to remember that Lipinski is a goal-kicking mid. He's the best runner on the team, on the field, and we're going to miss Goey, but we're going to have enough troops to be able to cover him and still be able to win games. But Goey, one season without anything, please. It's just, it is frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. Just tackle or just jump and spoil the ball. But look, it is what it is. What can you do now? That's water under the bridge. We move on. We look at the positives. Lipinski, Taylor Adams, Jack Crisp. We're going to be okay. Go the Pies. But like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, I'll swoop you later.